good night, and welcome back to Ireland fans. And if you're a Ireland football fan, you know what kind of weekend it is. You know it's the Manchester Derby. You know it's the North London Derby. You know João Felix just got injured today. Not injured, got red carded today on his debut. So you've been keeping up. So we're here to discuss all of it. All right, we're here to discuss all of it. So we're gonna jump straight into it and talk about. We kind of touched on it last show, but we want to know exactly what. I mean, you watch it. Yes, Chelsea has injuries. We know that. We've been saying that for a couple of weeks now. But Joe Felix, he looked really good today. But then they still lost. I mean, in our group chat, more I think it was Joe. Joe was asking, "You think these guys are playing so that Potter gets sacked?" What's your take on that?
Uh, I mean, for majority of the game, I don't really think I would put it to that because it wasn't all that terrible it wasn't all that bad as really and truly. Just happened that Fulham managed to get the goal first, and it's always going to be a look down. But Joe Felix, showed a good cameo for when he was on the field. It was unfortunate. Well, he got that red card, so the game changed massively also with Ted man. And yeah, I mean, I don't really think so.
All right, okay. I mean, I don't feel so, and I don't feel like as a board. Good night to settle. I don't feel like
Good
as a
night, good
board
night, good
too.
night.
That they're looking to sack two, not too sure. They're looking to sack Potter either. He's one. This is his first transfer window, but I just feel like right now it's Chelsea's learning curve. And if I'm looking at it, I feel like they're trying, like the owner, he's trying to stem the tide in terms of buying players, getting players in, just so that they can have a respectable season. And it may or may not work out. It may or may not work out to be the best thing going forward. Because you look at this, Felix is probably out for 3 games, but he's out for 3 games. And then there is, so that's a month off of his loan. Basically, they've loaned him now for 3 months. They have Felix now for 3 months. They've brought in some youth. So I'm wondering, what's the direction? What direction are they heading? Are they looking to go to the route of youth and let's build and let's see where we go? Or they looking to buy talent now? When I say no, maybe over the summer window to buy the ready-made talent to get back challenging one time. So what do you think Chelsea's approach would be?
Chelsea. Well, as we can see, they're trying to buy a lot of young players. Okay, saying this to say they're probably looking at what Arsenal is doing, buying having a lot of young players and trying to. I'm not saying they're basing the project off of what Arsenal doing exactly, but they realize okay, Arsenal coming with a project with a lot of young talented players and it's helping them. So they're probably using that as a stepping stone and try to do something similar. You understand?
Muted.
Mute, Shaq, you mute.
I hear you, Cello, and it's a good approach as we've seen. It can work. It can work. I'm just wondering if sometimes pride, the owners doesn't want to see his team. Wouldn't want to see his team, having these bad results. So in his mind, we're like, yo, no. If we really has a direction we say we're going to use, but then the results not to go your way, then you start, try and buy this player, stop gaps here and there. I'm not saying hope, but
But let me
I'm
say
just
something.
wondering if that's what we gonna do.
Let me say something, Shaq. I don't like the fact that everybody just so quick to just say Potter out, Potter out, Potter out. They're not even giving him a chance.
Right.
Potter come into Chelsea team, come to Chelsea when the team was actually in shambles.
Yeah.
When
Already.
he came, they wasn't really doing good. You understand? And they're not giving him a chance. We see what giving managers a chance can be like with Arteta situation. You
Right.
understand? So the fans need to just look. if you sack Potter now, who's gonna come in? That's the thing.
In my mind, I feel like as a board, I don't think they're looking to sack him. If I'm being truly honest, I feel like they're playing the long game with Potter. But as fans, I don't think the Chelsea fans are really. Well, from what I'm seeing on Twitter, they're posting his record, they're posting the opinions of him as a manager. They say maybe the club is too big for him. But as fans, I think the fans are ready to give up. But as an ownership, right?
You understand? There's a lot of managers. Look, there's a lot of young managers now in the league, and some of them they're just starting to show what they can do. For instance, Fulham manager, he's a young manager too, and he brings his team from the Championship, and he's just molding his team now to becoming a Premier League team. You get me? Sometimes managers need chances, man. Look, Arteta had a time when Arsenal wasn't doing good at all, and everybody just give the manager a time.
Give him a chance. I feel like they can definitely give him a chance and see how it goes. I mean, when you look at it too, I keep saying this every show, and when we discuss Chelsea, because I feel like any manager you put in this position, I know Munchie would say different, but if you take out De Bruyne, you take out Haaland, if you take out even Gundogan, you take out somebody from the defense, Ruben Diaz, Manchester, and all of them are not playing at the same time. They're going to struggle. You do the same thing for United. You do the same thing for Liverpool. As you can see, I mean, you took money out of Liverpool, and you can see a totally different Liverpool right now. So when we look at it on that, like, give Chelsea some time. Although I wouldn't want to say that, because when they're on the heyday, you can't get them to be quiet. Yeah. You can't get them to be quiet. But I can understand the position they're in. I can really understand the position they're in. Yesterday in the Carabao Cup, I think Newcastle beat Leicester, and even there's okay. So Manchester United beat Charlton. I think that was 3-0. And then Newcastle beat Leicester.
Yesterday, Nottingham Forest versus Wolves.
And they won a penalty, right?
It was the day before. It was Tuesday. Tuesday was
right. I was going through all the games, those 4 games. So it was Manchester United versus Charlton, and it was who else on the Tuesday?
Newcastle versus Leicester.
And then it was Wolves and
Nottingham Forest.
And then you had the City. You had the City losing. Look, especially the second goal, people like, what the keeper do? I thought that was a brilliant goal. What do you think, Celo?
Honestly, I didn't watch the game.
You say it's still goal either?
When I wake up in the group and was like, I see everybody saying, what I missed. And then something tell me, check the scoreline. When I check the scoreline, I see 2-0 to Southampton.
Yeah, so that happened. I don't want to touch too much on the man because Memphis says he's on his way. So I want to wait for a Man U fan to get here for us to discuss the game. But let's just, do you think, Celo, we should worry? When I say worry, should the City fans be worried? Yes, we all know they're brilliant, but they haven't been their brilliant best this season.
Should they be worried? Honestly, if I say yeah, you can say yes, it can sound like maybe biased. You understand? That's what you can sound like. If I say yes, but at this present moment, I think yesterday was just half diversity. Me doesn't put it like that. But just half diversity.
There were 2 good goals that they scored. Okay, I mean, I didn't really watch the game. I watched most of the second half, especially when Haaland came on and stuff like that. By the time I got home and turned on the TV, I saw 2-0. I was like, what madness is this?
But the thing is, like, City started a very strong team in that game.
Right.
other than the goalkeeper and the young guy, the left back, and Paula. City had a strong team to me.
And a
It's just
strong team.
the better team
Boy,
in when we
here,
there.
boy, I was just asking Cello if you haven't been at your brilliant best this season. I mean, when you look at the game, especially the last yesterday, I don't want to say worried, but are you concerned that you haven't hit the heights that you were probably expecting you to hit? Because easily you expected this by Southampton, but any team that you put up,
I Yeah, I wouldn't really the only thing I would say about the team that I'm concerned about that I can't tell last I have seen a steady starting 11 from Man City. He went into fact that it's probably Southampton, and you gave those other players that don't normally play a chance. But it was still a good team. I mean, it was odd seeing Walker playing at centre back
Centre back, yeah.
and Sergio go. I mean, before I go on, let me not beliterate City so much, but I still have to give credit to Southampton because they really deserve it. Even though
they
as
were
much,
too good.
even though City was poor, they really played well. Even so when Pep made the subs for second half, they were still up to gear. They made their own triple substitutions too. Came on, I was still pressing well. So kudos to them. Brilliantly taken goals. As far as City go, it was just another one of those games, another poor first half. And I think I heard the stats like so far for the season in the first 15 minutes, we only managed to score like 5 goals in the first 15 minutes this season. And when you think about City running over teams, you would expect to hear more about that in 15 minutes, so we're just getting started. But the last couple games, first half is yet another poor first half. The only thing I can hope for is upcoming derby on Saturday that the loss will kick them into gear. I think I don't like to see a loss, but if it had to come, I think this was the right time for it to come before the derby, so they could have a gear up or what or not, and we go again.
But the thing is in
Interesting.
that
All
game,
right,
right?
tell me the Carabao, the cup. You want to say something,
The thing
Cello?
is the
Oh,
thing
go
in
ahead.
that game, right? See, the only thing City outplayed Southampton in was position. Everything else, Southampton more shots on target. Southampton had 12 shots, 4 on target, 4 off target. You understand? City had like 7 shots, 5 off target, none on target. You understand? So as I was saying, it's just one of those days where City didn't really turn up. But everybody was expecting City to just brush Southampton aside. You understand? But on the day, it's just the better team win on the day.
And yeah, you're right with that. That is the better team one under there because I mean I sat at home yesterday being so frustrated. Even after the game I was still frustrated. Listening to these different previews and listening to everyone's different opinions. I mean Palmer managed to get his opportunity. He make use of it. Our two wing backs right now, in all honesty, I don't know what to make of it because Cancelo has become very worrying to me right now at the moment.
Yeah, he
For
drop
this
off a lot.
season. I mean, I need to see more from my wingers because my wingers haven't been doing anything. I really need to see more of Grealish. I don't know. He probably needs to switch to Grealish and Foden to see if Grealish can play in that midfield role that Foden has been playing for the last 2 games to see if anything can come of that. And yeah, it just has been slow and lethargic. We didn't have any place to build yesterday. That's what keeps frustrating me. Like see, I know City lose when they lose games. I have like a gauge bar on how you know my level of upset is. But when you lose and you don't really give a performance, that's what just ticks me off more because as Stella said, I remember even in the first half, Southampton had like 7 shots alone. And City only had one. And we had a bunch of people that should be able to be creative. And another thing that I might see that I know if Montreal doing it, he probably would disagree that without De Bruyne on the field, we don't have any persons that would make those direct passes. That soon as De Bruyne came on in the second half, he picked it up, find Alvarez. Nobody is able to take the ball, look up, and just swing that ball one time. It's always
I
little
know I was
ticky.
gonna touch on that more. I was going to touch on that and say this is where my point comes in with Monchi saying that if with the team doesn't really miss De Bruyne if he's not there. You understand? Because yesterday clearly showed that without De Bruyne in the starting team, there's not much creativity. Yes, they shows that because I'm looking
I
at the
think when it
stats
comes
here
to
and you can see. You
Yeah.
I
understand?
think when it comes to Munchie has this thing of I mean, I'm not saying behind his back. I'll say it when he gets here too. He has this recency bias about him. So if somebody's not doing well, oh, City can do it without them. Sukwa has joined us, and Sukwa earlier we were just, how should I put it? We were just talking about Chelsea. Put it that way, to put it mildly. Just trying to assess. Well, you know, I've always maintained any team who has the amount of injuries you have. Not saying that you don't have the quality to still win games, because I think
Right.
that you do. But you is I think we are expecting Chelsea to blow away some of these teams. And I think it's quite understandable if you don't or if you haven't, because of the amount of injuries you've had.
Right. I think when we look at everything for this season, I'll say that that is the one of the, if not the most contributing factor to the decline in the form, of course, and where they're situated right now in the table. But I think now, as we start to look at it now, I mean, Potter's been around for about what, 4 months now, going on to five. I think we need to start looking at him a little closer now in terms of his performance as a coach, because I
Wow.
don't think I'm saying it out there, Shaq, because I'm saying, right, that if you have a portfolio as a manager, right, we already know that, okay, I know that the run of form that you came in to as a coach, you had a fully fit squad. Basically, you had your Reece James, you had your Ben Chilwells, you had your guys. Your I can't remember if Kante was fit in the midfield at the time when I was up, which I believe he was. But I think in the portfolio as a manager, right, you have had to look through the squad and figure out ways where you can still, regardless of the injuries, right? I don't think I've seen a team with that amount of injuries, and you still have to be able to try to function properly within that role, right? But I'm still saying that there are games within those results that I think Potter should have been able to have gotten full 3 points out of those.
Let me ask you, Sukwa, because this is usually my gauge when
Right.
when I hear a conversation about a manager out. This is when Arteta was going through it. This is what I kept saying.
Mm.
I look at his tactics.
Right.
Is he letting you down tactically,
Yeah.
or you just think that personnel wise, that's why his hand is a bit stretched right?
This is the thing, right? I have never really understood how managers take only one view, right? I think it's easy, maybe like let's say we play video games, like play FIFA. You have a slew of formations that you can play. I
Right.
mean, you know the strengths of your team if it's in career mode or whatever it is, and then you're gonna play. But what I'm saying, right? I'm only saying that as a coach, as a manager, you have to be able to be more flexible when it comes to formation. So something has not been working. A back three has not worked since Hushel probably won the Champions League almost 2 seasons ago, right?
Mm.
You have never looked at, okay, and you coming in to take this team, and your strategy or your main formation is almost very similar with three at the back. I mean, I'm saying, looking at this, doesn't anything ever ask you to say, okay, let's look at a four, like let's look at four at the back, like let's play something like let me look at something like a 4-3-1-2, something that's different than the same formation with the same players going forward all the time. Can't we look at like maybe like a switch in formation? I have like a number 10 behind two strikers. You know, something that is different. I'm just seeing this.
Something different. Something. I get. I totally get your point, Sukwa. So
Right.
your question, whether or not he has the
Yeah. The
capability
new,
to
yeah, the
switch it
tactical
up
move
and
to
to get the
actually make
instructions
certain
across.
changes, because it's obvious that You have gone 7 games with one win out of 7. Under another owner, you would not be there, right? That's I'm just saying this. If under the old regime, that was unacceptable. He would be out by then. But what I'm saying is that you've got to be able to look at something that be a little more flexible. That's what I'm asking. Be a little more flexible with certain things that you do, right? You know that Mount, for example, is not. I've never really seen Mount as a deep line player. I will play Mason Mount behind 2 forwards. Let me look into my squad now. Let me see where I can get 2 forwards. Kai Havertz and then somebody else probably up top. Let me play Mount behind them. To me, I look for something a little more along those lines that will be a little more, give myself a chance, because right now at the moment you cannot see where you're gonna buy 3 points right now, basically. Right?
Super, I know you're a man. I know you're a man that likes to sit on the fence. But I like to ask pointed questions to get the information that's necessary from you.
Go ahead.
Today, the 12th of January, sir. It's about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
If you were the owner, you're making the decision right now. What's the choices you make?
I'm giving him Crystal Palace on Sunday. Crystal Palace get banked.
So you call him into the office. You call him into the office and you tell him, hey, look, you don't win on Sunday, you're gone. That's your message to Potter.
Sunday, look, Shaq, on my way home, I told him, I said in my mind, it has to be Sunday. D-Day for him is on Sunday. Sunday,
I hear you.
because you're closer now to relegation than staying up right now. You understand? That's how I see it. So I mean, I was one that I really wanted Potter to hang in there and just steady it out until the end of the season, and then in the summertime now, it'll take time now where you have all these players coming back from injury, and then you can really get preseason. I mean, it's really unfair to him because he came in like what? Like I think it was like how many games into the season? I can't remember how many games into the season.
I mean, it was still fairly early when he got in.
Yes, and this is the thing I don't understand about, because Bowley must be really looking like some egg on his face right now. You took Tuchel, that was what, 4th or 5th in the league at the time, and then you fired him, right? You fired him only to bring somebody, and then you stuck in 10th.
Well, I feel like we can honestly say that Tuchel sacking wasn't based on performance.
That was crazy. That
was really wanted. Jolly is saying even if Potter lose, he can't get sacked. Arteta done set the bar low for a team to catch back themselves. I am not sure I understand where Jaleel is coming from. And Munchie's chairman saying Ole did the same thing. Sacking Potter after a 5-year contract is crazy. I'm not sure I understand the comparison he's making with Arteta.
Saying that like Arsenal gave Arteta time, so Chelsea will probably give Potter time.
No, well, this is what I was saying. You saw what Arteta was trying to do with the time. You don't just give time to anybody.
Not the first couple seasons. I won't have you. Not the first couple seasons, because everybody was saying Arteta out except you. But everybody
right, because they were blind. Everybody could see Arteta's plan. I thought that was clear to see. When he came in, he had to first deal with the defense. That's why we went to a back 5. That's how we won the FA Cup. So you can't even though he came 8th, yes, there's a trophy. You want to sack a manager after he wins the trophy? No. You give him the second season. You gave him the second season and he came 8th again. And when you look at that, you're like, okay, you know what? That's his first real season. That's cool. Because what? You can then further see, yo, this man is practically astute, you know. He just doesn't have his team yet. Last season, he made further strides into showing the public what he can do when he has more time to develop his team. But for injuries at the back end of the season, we secure 4th spot. This season, we haven't had the injuries. We haven't had any injuries yet, basically, any main injuries yet. But we making do with Jesus being out.
You see, we just mentioned, right? Half a Chelsea team not injured.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think he should be sacked. I think it's really unfair. I think it's really unfair for the Chelsea fans to be going at him like that, because any other team would still be struggling. Only Munchie thinks that a team doesn't struggle if you take out their best players. Only Munchie.
I mean,
Oh,
I
and
think
once you try to back up yourself up here, he said before KDB, City 0 shots on target. After he came on, 0 shots on target. I rest my case. He said he's still in reach. All right.
So, Shaq, let me ask you that. When Arteta took over as the Arsenal coach, right?
Mhm.
What was his finishing positions in his first? Well, this is what his third season or his second season?
This is his third season.
Third
No,
season.
well, I can't count the first one. The first one he came in just like a couple weeks in December. So he
Okay,
had a
so,
half a season.
right. What did you all finish that year?
We finished eighth. We
Yeah.
finished eighth and fifth.
Oh, look, right now, any Chelsea fan will take eighth right now, to finish an entire season. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, because with that form there right now, you're closer to relegation than actually surviving right now in the league.
So quoi? So quoi?
Hey,
Um, back your team. Stop.
yeah.
Yeah, listen to me. Listen to me. No, listen to me.
Mm.
Your team
Mm.
now do good, but back your team. Yeah, me guarantee you, Chelsea finish in the top half of the table. Chelsea finish in the top half of the table this season.
Top half
No,
of the
but
table.
that's not any kind of cancellation,
No,
bro.
sure. No, listen to me say, sure. Okay, you got your rough patch at the present moment, right? But when your players and then come back in and part have everybody that you can choose from, then you can start debate and say, well, okay, good enough. But at this present
Right.
moment, you can't just they say, oh, good enough. Yeah, the manager know what you want, but because the players and them that they have no other choice. You understand? So when you have full squad
Right.
and you have everybody there, then you can say, okay, tactically,
Yeah.
good enough this. But at this present moment, no say that, man. They say about Saki, man. Give little time, man. When you have a full team and then
Now, Chelo, let me tell you that, right?
Don't cry for him too far.
Huh?
no shot, but
Tell
in
don't
a
cry
full
for
team,
Potter.
Chelsea have a 10-man injured. And me
Look,
no,
you're trying to
out them
argue
10
that
man there.
already.
A lot of
Still
quality
on the
in
free
them 10
points.
man, then 10 man that injured. That can help the team, you understand? But in the really okay, look, defensive wise, you know, you have much option.
Mm.
You understand? Okay, for instance, now, if you want to go to a back four, what you got to do? You got to play maybe 3 centre back across that that back four because most of the wing back and they injured. Most of the left back and the right back and they injured.
Yeah.
You understand? So you can't just really say that. You give a little time, man.
Look, okay, so what I was saying, right, Chelo, because my original thing was to stay with him and ride it out until you get to the end of the season, right? But I have to be able to see, like, okay, when I look at those 3 games, right? You're looking at Nottingham Forest, Fulham, and Crystal Palace. Chuck, out of those 3 games, how many points you're looking at? If you're looking at you're looking from a Chelsea standpoint.
Tell me the games again.
3. The last 3.
The
Nottingham
last
Forest.
City and today.
No. Okay, sorry. Okay, the 3. What would I say? Like the easier fixtures. Let's just say that
the winnable games.
Yeah, the winnable games, right? Because I didn't give you anything against City. Okay, fine. So you have Forest, you have this game today, Fulham, and Crystal Palace. That's coming up on the weekend.
Right.
How many points are you giving a team like this that is in the state that they are in right now? Out of the
Chelsea
games,
should still beat Forest with this team. Just that team can beat Forest 3-0. I really believe that. Fulham was always going to be difficult because they're playing well. Right. I think the coach has something going for him. They have a structure in place. So I mean, you can have an off day. If you're giving just taking those 3 games into context, if you're telling me you have an off day with one, I would say it's Fulham. So I'll give you that. But with the Palace too, they're up and down. But I feel like you can still beat Palace. I feel like you should still beat Palace.
Yeah, because I'm saying that in those 3 games, right? That I was saying that Chelsea should have been able to at least gotten 7 points.
Right.
I'm saying Forest should have been 3. The Fulham game, because of how they're playing right now, I took a draw on this one.
Right.
To be honest, a draw. And I'm saying the Crystal Palace game in front your home crowd,
Win that.
You have to go for 3 points. It can't be anything less than that. So I was saying 7
Yeah.
points out of those 3 games. But
I
what
would
you
just
right now is just being what 1 point in the 2, and then you can't really say what happened in this game. So that's it. So
I'm
you
so
see,
sorry for you, Super,
boy,
because you're so spot on with your analysis. I hate to see you in a position like this. Memphis, you wanted to make a point?
Hmm?
Oh, I was saying the Crystal Palace one. I mean, Chelsea's weak side is their left side now, and
Yes,
isn't that
strong side.
Yeah,
Palace's strong side?
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, with on that side, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go through the games now. Of course, more is going to take us through the games. Of course, more you're leaving the two big games for the weekend till last. But let's just go through the scores. Let's just go through the scores for the other ones quickly so that we can spend most of our time there. And you know what? Before we do that, more, let's do the games quickly. And then we're going to do the keep bench sell with Super. And then we're going to finish with those 2 games.
Who we
Fair
keep
enough?
mentioning and selling?
All right, let's go. There's a game tomorrow.
Yeah, Aston Villa.
Yeah, the first game is
Aston
tomorrow.
Villa and
There's
Leeds.
a game tomorrow.
Aston Villa and Leeds.
Yeah, Aston Villa Leeds.
I'm going
Tomorrow's
Villa.
Friday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Friday.
Go.
I mean,
Memphis.
yeah,
Me and you.
I don't want y'all go on. So now, I think Antigua in a little frenzy right now because if anybody have money for you, I want time money now, innit? Super. When I was watching the game, I was saying, boy, Super. Chelsea's not even the funniest thing I've seen today, boy. While watching that video, so Chelsea's not even the funniest thing I've seen today. Okay, so I'm going Villa. I'm going Villa 2-0. 2-0 Villa.
They're playing Leeds?
I
Yeah.
go for a giant in that game, the boy.
Yeah.
2-2.
Leeds been playing. Leeds been playing.
Playing around.
Yeah, playing around. That's why it's gonna be a draw.
They go for a 2-2, ja.
Ooh, okay, I'll watch
Yeah,
that game.
I'll sit on the fence for that one, Shaq, but I think that will be like a kind of a high scoring draw. Like what Chelsea like a 2-2 kind of game.
Yeah.
Probably 2.
All right, okay. All right. I think Joe was saying in the group right there. Sorry, guys, I must come back to this. Joe say, what you say again? That Todd Bowley on the plane right now, go back to Atletico after the Felix World Cup.
Yeah.
I tell you, I want back half my money. No. What's the next game there, Maury? What's the next game?
Yeah, Brighton versus Liverpool.
That's true. That's usually a good game.
Yeah, Brighton 5-0 though. Come on. Man.
Hear that?
Listen,
I'll go for a 2-2 draw with
They
that.
go for a 2-2, ja.
the latest thing with that is that Darwin Núñez pick up an injury.
Yes, I saw that.
Yo,
That's a Liverpool might score. Okay.
yeah,
That's what we go for 2-2 draw.
you play what? You play Salah through the middle probably in a game like
I
that.
mean, surely you play Gakpo to the middle.
Remember they have Gakpo now.
Oh yes, well,
Play Gakpo to the middle and keep Ox on the left and Salah stays on the right.
okay, yeah, probably that's what they'll play.
Yeah, I'm going for a 2-2 draw. That's
Boy, you know, Shaq, I'll say a Brighton winning that game. You know,
They won the first one, right?
Liverpool in the dogs.
you have
That's
is McAllister back, right? I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. He scored in the FA Cup too.
Yeah. So I would probably give him a win in that one. Very
All right. Moy, go through.
Now,
Guys, let me just tell y'all, Munchie's coming in. So y'all know what time it is.
Nottingham versus Leicester.
Nottingham, Leicester. Yikes.
That's so
Wait,
that game just sound boring.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's like a square draw. Like a 1-1 or so.
Nottingham 1-0.
What's that?
Nottingham 1-0 for me. I go Nottingham 1-0. What the man them say?
They go Leicester 2-1.
I think he's going to finish 0-0.
Nil. Okay. Yeah. I go
long
Nottingham.
check win the cup. And
What?
Suk change his picture. You know how long Chelsea doing?
Suka trying Suka. This is Suka's coping mechanism. Munchie, how you see that game, bro? Good night.
Good night, good night.
Please stop blocking the speaker again.
Leicester win.
Oh, Leicester win. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
2-1.
Okay. 2-1. All right. More next one.
Wolves versus West Ham. Battle of the W's.
Wolves will win that game.
I go for a 1-1.
1-1.
Nah, West Ham been on the decline. Yeah.
They won the game recently, innit? 1-0 in the FA Cup, innit?
Yeah, but who did they play?
I mean, they won, man. They see the ball hit the back of the net, man. They onto something. I go for a draw. We not know. I'm going for Wolves win. I think Wolves on up.
No, see, they already figuring the clause to just permanently buy Cunha one time now.
I think that's just because he trolled the guy now.
Think for the fans.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, Everton and Southampton.
This is the
Boy, Lampard
No,
and
Southampton
Lampard
on form. What do you mean, Shaq?
Remember for cheese.
boy. Sometimes I gotta realize. Well, you know what? I mean, Everton were fluent. So they
Yeah.
probably think they're playing against him.
No, but when it realize now, Southampton only good in the cup games now.
Munchie, we ain't trying to hear you, bro. We ain't trying to hear your excuses, bro. Check blue, check lick, hush your mouth. Southampton, I'm going Everton on that game.
Me go
Everton.
Southampton 3-0 win.
Not
Ow.
Everton win, man.
I'm going Everton.
Again,
Wait, come on.
1-1.
1-1.
Wait, I just realized these two teams in the relegation zone.
Yeah, man. I don't the vibes there, remember.
Wolves and
Don't
Wolves
the vibes there.
for that.
Next game.
Yo, Shaq,
Yo,
Super supposed to play with Jordan.
I can't hear you. There's a lot of noise. I can't hear you.
I said Suko was supposed to play with Jody.
Oh, gosh.
What?
So that means Joe's supposed to up you up. Where we at, Cello?
Wait, what made me doing it?
Hello, exchange me, please.
Let me see.
Okay, yeah, can you come early, Ma? Yeah, Ma, you come early.
So wait, move Bunchy then.
No. You go on time because they're back the same club. But you're in the first at the top, second, third, and we skip a couple places and so we can't.
But differently, though. Shaq
Tell me, go again.
Shaq want be in that corner just to say he the real Arsenal fan. Man, I try to say you're not up to par with him now.
No, that's the way they put me, bro.
Just leaving that there.
They're trying to pick me against my fellow Arsenal fan. But they won't support it.
That you see? When one
Yeah,
says
man,
something about Nketiah, another one start talking about Arteta, you're gonna know.
They don't rock like that.
Yo,
They don't
boy,
rock like that.
don't worry. Few weeks from now, I guess
But Shaq, it's not the same thing between the two of them and Grealish.
That's facts.
Hello.
Yo, big
Why
man.
Yo, Ma, let's go to the game.
You see, when you come in and say nothing, you get blush your mouth. Just be quiet until the time comes. Calm down. You, mate, you in the city shot. Just calm down.
Hello. Don't
No
talk to
advice to
Munchie.
know.
Hello, don't talk to Munchie like that, because you only have one now to Arsenal
No
start with.
advice to know.
And you're gonna believe in Arteta.
represent my club.
No advice to know.
As I say, at least every time I come out for you, everybody can know who my back.
Yo,
Fuck.
no meme tall post in the group in a while.
No, definitely not. Shaq, word around the streets now that Cello probably back Chelsea because he have more faith and he feels sorry for Potter.
No, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you say that. I'm gonna put it this way. He's been through it. He's been through it with Arteta, so that's why he's able to counsel Suko now on the way forward. What's the other game, boy?
Brentford versus Bournemouth. Ah, these what?
Brentford.
Boring game.
Brentford win.
Brentford.
Mm.
Yeah.
Next
Brentford
one.
shouldn't have-
Um, there's a
Oh, I'm going.
Monty, I rode you pan man.
Yo,
Man.
Munchie, you just mute for
I
you, Mike.
rode you pan big man.
Just mute your mic, Jack.
It's Munchie.
And Ami, don't try that.
Somebody do the show on the road, man. The man move like the show on our game.
No, Shaq, it's me. There's a lorry outside the house. It's
There's a
making
what?
noise in between.
Wait,
I think
them
there's a lorry outside the house, not too far from me.
them come for party already.
Lovely.
Oh,
The man say Larry is outside.
Lorry.
I would have come. Wait, I let you go. I let you go. Come back with you.
yo, the man outside, the man was almost an asset outside now. The man the asset put up on the bank, wicked now. Oh,
I want to
Yo,
joke.
shot. And the most bodyguard me ever see shot. The man like about 10 man in the shot.
hey, and hey, that man look big and serious now. Let me say that man a trained army forces.
That man say if you want me,
Shot. I want to make it more sweet in the shot. I want to make it more
man say
sweet.
if you want me, one
The
as
man call the next man and say, hey, you come meet me.
I have
And
to
the
do
man
one
say,
week.
boy, he can't
What's
come. The
going
man say,
on?
you can't tell me who no.
Two are your talk, we can't hear now.
We can understand. That just happened to that.
Go ahead, Joe.
That man say, when you know just to be as a body care, I just put bun herb. Because
Hello.
if it's
Man, you make
none
people suing
of them
people
man,
around the place
none of
now.
them man, they
Man,
look
you
like
make
a
Island
professional
fans
body
get
care.
sued.
Island fans.
Island fans
Okay,
have no
but
money
Joe,
yet, no.
put our joke aside though. Even though that's the requirement, them man look serious though.
Yeah, that man look serious.
Them man look
Right,
serious.
right,
80 kick off now. It'll be trouble in
Yo,
it.
Missy, I rush the man, I turn up, right?
Tell you that.
No matter
The
who
boy
much the
left
camera, boy. The
The
boy,
boy
I
left
rep tight, innit?
Yeah,
the
rep.
boy position to move. He ever say, I want to joke it out. But them
Yo,
man,
boy, that's it.
The serious
them man
out
say,
all them
boy,
like, you see the man that have
eh.
on the hot joke that turn up by the door with free answer like on police. He no
Yeah,
smile, now move now one spot he turn up.
Fine, them
Yo.
man,
Boy, sick.
Yo, Antigua is never a dull moment, bro. I mean, I know the other fans who watching, y'all don't retire, but this is local politics going on right now.
oh, me nearly.
Boy, that's it for the games.
The man say, boy, don't go back and let it go. Now make them man, yo, that like some yeah, that like some of the half of me, I need it. You know what I mean?
We basically
Yo, Joe.
touched policy already.
I mean,
No.
no, we didn't say that. We didn't say that. Let's do it. Let me stop my foolishness. Go ahead. Super already thinks that he's going to lose that game.
No, well, no. This game is the defining game for
Potter.
at least maybe for for Potter trying and get something, because right now I told you, right, they haven't gotten 3 points in a while. So I think that game they'll have to try to get a win in that one. Probably just by probably the odd goal or so.
Remember
Alright,
Derby,
so I'm going for a draw.
Derby.
I'm going for a draw.
London Derby.
Yeah, that's the next one. Yeah.
Just go by Zaha.
Fox. All right, so that's it, Moy.
Newcastle and Fulham.
Yo, Fulham 2-1.
Newcastle, bang them.
That's a good one.
Newcastle. I think I'll go with Newcastle now.
I hope both teams lose.
That game they draw 1-1.
We know you do.
2-0 Newcastle.
All right. Okay. Okay. So very quickly, Super is over to you. I want to know, even if it's Potter or if it's not, Moy's going to tell you. Moy's going to go through your squad, and you're going to tell him either you're keeping him, either you're keeping the person, either you're benching them. Of course, bench means that they're not good enough to start. You're keeping them on the bench, and of course, if you don't want them in your club, you say you sell them. So all you have to say, keep, bench, or sell.
Keep bench or sell. Okay.
You ready, Moy?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Graham Potter.
Keep for now.
I'm part of the team.
Sorry.
Kepa, bench,
Mendy.
sell.
Gabriel Slonia.
Start.
Okay. Marcus Bettinelli. Another keeper.
Keep.
Go to the ones that usually play more. You know the ones that always keep out.
Yeah, because you call some guy.
No, it's because you know about. Okay. Thiago Silva,
Keep.
Reece James,
Keep.
Ashby,
Sell.
Even.
Koulibaly,
Sell.
Cucurella,
Keep.
Chilwell,
Keep.
Wesley Fofana,
Keep.
Humphreys.
Keep.
I tell man can defend the board. Chalobah,
Bench.
um, Bennett, Buddy, yeah, the one that y'all just buy the other day from the
Oh,
French.
Oh
shit.
yes, yeah, the young guy. I'll keep him.
Yeah. Okay. Jorginho,
Sell.
N'Golo,
I would keep him.
Kovacic,
Keep.
Pulisic,
Sell.
Loftus-Cheek.
Bench.
Oh, you heard me, are you thinking?
No,
No,
I
yeah,
keep bench.
still bench.
Loftus
You
bench.
Oh.
Mm.
Joe's favorite player, Mason Mount.
You wait. Oh, lad, sorry.
Bench.
Ziyech.
Wait, what?
Bench.
Oh,
Benzo. Ziyech.
Yeah.
I would keep.
Kai Havertz.
Sell.
Conor Gallagher.
Sell.
Chukwemeka.
Keep.
Zakaria.
Keep. Yeah, keep. He's actually on loan, but we have an option to buy him, I believe.
Hutchinson.
I'll keep him.
Lewis Hall.
Keep.
Broha.
Keep.
Raheem Sterling.
Keep.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Sell.
David Fofana.
What's that?
Fofana, the forward, the
the young
young,
one? Yeah,
the
keep.
one young. The red card magician, João
Uh-huh.
Felix.
Of course, that's a keep. That's a keep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
yeah, that's all.
That's about it, you know.
Chances is
Okay,
like they have
fellas,
lots of players, you know.
Let me take first stop, and we can take a little time with this and go through which one stood out to you. So Stella, you'll come up after me, and then Suka will explain to us why he ups to whatever he chose. The first one that stood out, that Koulibaly. You're selling it.
Yeah,
and benching Chalobah.
Yeah, to me, Shaq, that I know it's his first season in, but to me, I think Koulibaly has had enough games to start getting adapted to the league itself. And when I look at him, he's always like he has like a mistake in him almost every other 2 plays or so. That's just how I see. He's not comfortable as yet. He's already 30. Right. For me, I don't know how much time in terms of the defender, as in terms of years, if you want to look at it. And he has not adapted to the speed of it as yet. So I think that I mean that's just my opinion. Somebody else would say probably bench.
I
Somebody else
mean,
would
that's
probably
yeah. It's your opinion, man. Of your team.
it's just my opinion. When I
Yeah.
watch it play.
Sell anything?
But you keep Havertz, but you sell Pulisic and Havertz and West.
No, Havertz is sell. Havertz is sell. That's what I said.
Yeah, he's selling
Oh,
Havertz. I think he's selling both Havertz and Pulisic.
Both of them.
And
Yeah.
selling his top scorer, dog.
You might not.
The,
Joe.
oh, go ahead.
Yo,
Yo.
Joe sleep.
No, man, yeah. You shot knock me out. Houdini. No, I go on.
Yeah, basically, if you have anything, the questions about was Solo. About Sukwa, his keep, bench, and sell. If you have anything.
Anybody that surprised me? Maybe the Koulibaly one. When I think Koulibaly is as bad as some Chelsea fans are making out. I feel it's very hard to criticize somebody when the whole team appear like a garbage. Because when he came in, it's not like he hasn't had good games. He has had good games. The first few games Koulibaly looked really good. And he was scoring goals. Today, he scored one goal that I score again as well. And I wouldn't necessarily say that the second goal was his fault either. More so Kepa. Because me don't know where.
Yeah.
Me don't know what Kepa did on right now. But honestly speaking, I feel like in general the whole team is just in this lull because not only are y'all not playing good as a unit, y'all are getting a ton of injuries. And every time them man turn, every paper then look on, every time then scroll on Twitter, all them will see everybody talk about is how bad Chelsea is. And I feel like that sooner or later affects everybody. So yeah, for me the Koulibaly one personally I keep him because Koulibaly is a good defender. But at the same time, you can't say Koulibaly bad because the rest team in general is just not. The rest of the team in general is just not good. And also too, attacks are getting through to your defense a lot easier because then I had a midfield.
Right.
And then these injuries are killer too. What I was surprised about is that Mason Mount was bench. I thought you just said charity or something of the sort, but because I understand how one man can be an attacking midfielder and you do not create that many chances. You hardly ever create big chances. You hardly have any assists from direct play. Most of them are from free kick, from corners. And I'm like, how often do y'all see Mason Mount as a central attacking midfielder pick a defense breaking pass? Like how often? Like even the picture sent in the group today. Nobody can tell Mason Mount a number 10. You cannot be a number 10 when their man builds such beautiful football for start that play. You have two options. One, I like maybe 60%, probability. So I can understand you not picking and maybe picking the safer pass. But then you have another one that once you pick the pass properly, I like 90%. And you need an attempt to do it. Real number 10s. Yeah, you're always looking to go forward. You're always looking to create. That is your first option, and that is never his. Like Mason Mount will have 3 clear-cut passes to play the ball forward, and you're not gonna play them. But then you're gonna put Broha between 5 defender, and Mason Mount believe that he can ping the ball in between the 5 defender perfectly, and the ball go land on Broha chest, head, he foot. You know how that makes sense? I'm gonna tell you that youth man they overrated. Man, I ever top says so. I'm no shock boy, but a youth man they overrated. And here we know, as much as that is shock boy, come and tell you how man no shock really know the truth and doesn't deny that. Because me know if Shaq get up tomorrow and see Mason Mount to Arsenal, he not gonna happy. But no, he not gonna happy. So we know you know the truth.
I mean, just quickly, I never said Mason Mount is a future Ballon d'Or winner. I just don't think that when the criticism was levied at him, that he's just a headless chicken on the field. I don't think that was fair, especially in that season. That's
No,
man
he
say
is. He is.
man say Mount
Man
was
is a
Delhi as
work
well.
rate merchant that occasionally hits the ball from outside the box and happens to catch him good. Apart from that, he didn't serve no purpose. He didn't create big chances. Like, what this man do?
fair.
You want,
I
you
mean,
want, you want number 10
He
that
fixes
anytime he
his
gets
hair.
anywhere close to the 6-yard box, his mentality is shoot first.
would you say that Mason Mount had a better season last year when the team itself was playing better?
Yes, and even that still wasn't that good because, like my highlight
His
earlier,
numbers weren't that good.
almost all his assists and everything. None of them come from direct play. Everything come from one corner, from
like a set piece.
pass and ball, and a man with a header. Okay, almost anybody can do that. You pass and ball, a man with a header. Plenty work till
Yeah,
they
see,
feel.
like just say right. See,
How
like
many
just
times
say right.
do you create an actual big chance?
I didn't know, bro.
You understand? That is my problem with Mason Mount. For me, Mason Mount, a man you put for maybe play the 8. Maybe that. Maybe he just strive like about it. But my problem is Mason Mount as a number 10. He is not a number 10. And I have a problem with the amount of hype he gets as a football player because a number 10 he be. And hey, put it this way. If Mason Mount was playing for Arsenal, performing the way he consistently performs, personally, I don't think he would get half the credit that he gets. Because sometimes even the Arsenal, I like you have to pull up on tree for them and start giving player credit. And even if they give the player credit, is always some backhanded compliment. Perfect example of Saka. I only know them and really start to give Saka more praise, so to speak.
Yeah.
Memphis not gonna like that statement.
I mean, I had a business about Memphis.
First of all,
any boy
that had this conversation though.
any boy that rep Sancho can tell me anything.
Who rep Sancho?
Hey, boy, Shaq, no study them boy.
Shaq, was I not the old United fan that didn't want Sancho?
Yeah, that's fit.
Okay,
That's
then. Thank
Me
you.
give that.
all right.
Super.
Monty, anything that stood up?
One question for Super Shop.
Eh?
We gotta hurry up, cause we gotta finish. We gotta go to the
Okay,
derbies.
sorry. Yeah, Mason Mount. I'm surprised you're not sell Mason Mount. I'm actually very surprised you sell Koulibaly. I am also surprised. I was actually somewhat surprised, to be honest, as well, that you keep Chalobah. I thought you would have probably said sell.
Well, I don't want to bench though.
Chalobah is very sporadic, in my opinion. Like very, very sporadic. But then again, it could be okay, keep our bench or whatever, and then maybe you can put you up on loan. Could be you just need more time to develop. So yeah. Anybody else, Mindy? Wait, you said for Kante?
Keep.
And you said sell Jorginho.
Yeah.
Okay. The one thing we'll say is I feel like Jorginho is and has been one of the most undervalued players at Chelsea from the time that boy signed for Chelsea. Yes, he is not this phenomenal player. I wouldn't say so. And, he gets up in the age, so you lose the legs in him so to an extent. But I feel like at the same time, too, there's a lot of things that Jorginho brings to the team in terms of his skill set, his ability to sometimes calm down the game and so on. And just because he is not a flashy, flary type player, and he not have like that crazy pace, like a lot of times I feel like he gets scapegoated. Because the entire midfield will be garbage, but Jorginho gets scapegoated. So yeah, I feel like Jorginho deserve better.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, Monty, quickly.
The only thing really you said you basically choosing how you pronounce slow near over Mendy and Kepa. That's why you went it right.
Yeah, to me, I would give him a run now
Okay, fair.
going forward.
Good man. Anything munchy?
And that we go say the keeper situation. That's it.
Memphis. Oh, Memphis.
Memphis look like he freeze. Shaq look like he freeze.
Memphis and Shaq look at their face.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Shaq is back.
I'm back. I'm on the work going for the fiber. Memphis is dropped out. Okay. Okay, so we got our points across. Memphis is here. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's that. That's Chelsea. Sukwa. I mean, I can't do that. I hope you bounce back quickly. Because really and truly, I'm gonna be the kid. But because I'm hosting the show, it'll be a good transition to say, oh, Chelsea can find a farm,
It is.
and better days are coming for you, bro. As a whole. Okay. But guys, why we are here is because to talk about the derby. We have City fans here, we have United fans here, we have Arsenal fans here, and pardon,
And a me one?
yeah, and United fan. I mean, you say in the comments, there's some people in the
Oh.
comments. And we have Tuko here to bring some knowledge where we all are getting too biased or too out of the way. Tuko's going to bring us all back to earth.
So
All right,
Yeah.
that's Tuko's job here. So the first game, let's start with the first game. The first game is on Saturday, 8:30 local time. So Cello. Is it the game? 8:30.
Big man, where you put telling me that?
Okay. Before we get to that,
listen. For me, Saturday,
Boy, the shame.
12:30, my time.
all right. Respect. That's gonna be what, the 14th? Today's the 12th, isn't it? So that's the 14th. That's the day. All right. So say he's saying that he probably reps Sancho. What do we think was coming? Because Munchie, I'm gonna start with you because I haven't said much tonight, and I know you know what? Right. You haven't said much tonight. So I was asking more earlier with Cello and so. Your recent form, and I think you can fairly say, Munchie, you haven't been at your brilliant best this season. I don't think even you can dispute that. Are you a bit? I know you have as your caption ready for the practice match, but in your mind, in your heart of hearts, are you like, yo, if we don't come good now, I could be ashamed this weekend.
Never. Like, okay, you guys say recent farm. I just lost against Southampton. Just yesterday. That's like the one victory last three or four games. The one last like 3 or 4 games. They Chelsea Friday. We won against let's see them again. We'll get like 3 clean sheets in a row. So and coming up against a United team that okay, they've been winning games and whatever. Right in farm and this and that and that and that.
They haven't lost since Ronaldo left.
Yeah, they just hyping up United, hyping them up, and I'm gonna show them like, hey, come as Suko go show us on the show. You have to come back to earth, but we can show the United fans Saturday, like, and then they will come back to earth. Know them what? Like only one team in Manchester. You check? So I'll wave them a wave and I get down them a bang this, I'm a bang that. This is back, that is back. I can see. The time you see, and me really too much look forward to that because I must say that it was a practice match. So nobody really come practice matches, you know. But also just get like a kick wrong for the bigger games coming up, you know.
In recent times, I understand why you would call it a practice match, but they're clearly not the same team. And I think Memphis would even appreciate me saying that maybe perhaps on their worst days on the Ole, I think they were beating you. So where do you stand with this now? Coming off of that, which we could say that's not their best team, to a better team now. You still you don't give this Manchester United team any type of confidence coming into this game.
Okay. When we knock them six, a who different in a team than this team.
Go again. I didn't hear you, Munchie.
I say when we knock them six,
Uh-huh.
basically the same thing. I think maybe it was Casemiro never started or something like that, right?
Mhm.
So to
Pretty
me,
much.
no, oh, that time where was um for, um, for win aerial battles, so as the man just say. So I know that go because John Stones in the back. You understand what I'm saying? So, but honestly, yo, really want to dwell upon this game because we just can't see even when they going up worst day, like that got nothing for hurting me too much. You can't
All
come
right.
from that.
Okay. So before you go, what's the prediction before we go to Memphis next?
They might get a lucky one, so I say like a 3-1.
3-1. I mean, in recent times you'd go bigger than that. So I can tell that you're not as confident as you are in recent times.
Confident. As man was
Memphis.
1-0, 99, 1. I still 3 points to get now. The aim is just to get the 3 points.
Fair enough, but I mean, you don't. If you at a practice match, you versus a lesser opponent, you don't want to win 3-1, innit?
And
But
this is
anyway,
a
it's fine.
so why waste your energy on a practice match?
All right, fair enough. I get that point. Memphis, go ahead, bro.
I mean, I'm not really in the long talking like Munji. This man like he have to build up his own confidence before he give a prediction.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you could just see the disbelief on his face over there. Usually, Munchi come in and start put up 6 finger kind of something.
Yes,
There
that's
you go.
true.
The man's
I mean, I just want to see Walker and Cancelo. That's all.
why prediction be? You talk where you want to see.
Sir, you had your time to speak. Please be quiet. Thank you.
And I'm long talking. You have to
Sir,
talk. And man,
sir,
why Sean?
sir,
One.
sir. Thank you. All right. Like I was saying, I'd like to see Walker and Cancelo based on their current form. Yeah.
Let's check them out.
Anyways,
Hey, man,
Munchie or Shimo?
mute the man up. The mute it.
No, but you say based on the current form. So you know what?
Munchie, let the man speak.
You know where they know that guy, you know.
yeah, we bunny, bunny. See.
Go ahead, Memphis. Go ahead. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see on Saturday who really the best DM in the league. Because I mean, Roger Wayne like a shaky after the World Cup, like he had kind of hot. Been diving into tackles, acting all reckless. Yeah, there you go. But me take my Mickey Munchie a hot 1-0. Just for tell you 1-0 or 3 points.
Okay. All right. So guys, we have a 3-1 from Munchie. From Munchie, we have a 1-0 from Memphis. Moi, you're the City fan, and then we're gonna go to Sukwa. What you thinking, Moi? In terms of just based on what both of them said and your own thinking for the game.
In all honesty, right, I am not high on confidence for these type of games, but these recent forms, is actually a little worried in there with how City is playing, and I know with the kind of form that United is on at the moment and the pace that Rashford is causing, it could be a problem, and I'm going to be calling on Rodri again to have such a big game because if he doesn't, I know that could be a very big problem for us. But nevertheless, I still think that City is going to come out with a victory, but not so big like the first round. I think we can manage to pull out at least 2-1 victory.
All right, so 2-1, 3-1, 1-0. Sukwa, you're neutral. Sukwa, you're neutral. How do you see it going?
Yeah. I think United's form. Um, I think that plays into my prediction a bit, and then City is a little bit of an indifferent form. I think I would sit on the fence with that one.
So are you calling a draw?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds lovely. That sounds delightful.
Yeah, man.
Cello, and Joe, just give me a quick prediction.
Listen, right, Shop. Me not think about none farm and none this and that. When a derby, everything different, Shop. Yeah, derby different. When
Yeah,
derby, sparks fly. And hoop and better farm nah nothing. When a
that's
derby,
true.
everybody come in a different mindset. You hear me? But me build the game of just 2-2.
It's a good game to watch, bro. Joe?
Um, yo, me no. Yeah, check most ideal. Yo, cause really and truly, you know, me the business about them boy, you know, but here me say
But
that. Watch the match. I'm gonna really like, right? But I like a 3-3-4-4 draw. Yeah, check, cause I need Rashford to forget something. I'm gonna need Haaland to forget something from a fantasy team. Yeah, check. But at the same time, when I need the team, I never get nothing. Yeah, check. So on 3-3 draw was the ideal for me.
all right.
But for some reason, I actually think United go win.
Yikes.
Honestly speaking, I actually think United go win. I feel United go win the game 2-1.
Okay.
Bearing
I
in
mean,
mind, look on this way. I remember the first time, how you mean be? The first time a Lampard or Tuchel bang Pep. And then for a while, Pep just couldn't bang it because every time
institution.
against he go get tamper with something.
Yeah.
And then Ten Hag bang it, them and bang it the first game. What them bang there? What 2-0 or something?
Who?
Ten Hag them and them bang City or Liverpool them bang. Who them bang? Them bang
Yeah, man,
somebody.
Liverpool number.
Liverpool. Okay. Yeah, but still. Me
Yo,
no.
much you are ahead,
I feel like this is one of them game. In the business about Munchie. I feel like this is one of them game where Pep might just decide to be
Overthinking.
brilliant. And sometimes Pep brilliant just dunce. Yeah, Jack. But for some reason, I just feel so. And if you do that, it can be problem. Especially if you allow them man. Yo, you see how United win the midfield battle? That's it. Game done. United go win the game. I feel that's the way the game get decided. Because personally, me believe Manu defense that great. Because when you watch the games and them, even though they win the game and them and keep clean sheet, technically when you check it out, the other teams do tend to get a decent amount of chances and just not put them away.
Right.
And then City defense has been questionable this season in comparison to what we're accustomed to. You check, so I feel like both defenses they forget that. So ultimately, yeah, me go put it down to the midfield. I think United might pull and win.
2-1 win.
Yeah.
Ideally, you want to 1-1. Mm.
Just before you
One
go
draw.
on, one last thing. I think more pressure would be on City for this game. You know, trying to keep the pressure on Arsenal, and you can't afford to lose. But then you
Mm-hmm.
see, as United, I think United would be the team to most likely try and go forward for it more because even so, if United manage to win, they'll be 1 point behind of Man City, and that would be a big thing for them. Meanwhile,
Yep.
City have to make sure we play to keep the gap behind of Arsenal. You know, so we just have to see. But them until they get blown up, no
Yeah,
worries.
me feel United go pit up and me feel them man go play up on the counter.
Yeah,
Them man
one
go
Yeah,
thing.
get
that's why I call on Rodri again because Rodri
yeah,
needs to be big and
them
not
man go
together.
get possession everything as usual and them man go just hit there on the counter.
Yeah, Montiano. Eh?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, now. But make there's just so much enough in the favor. Partner. Okay, let's all look on them. Okay, let's be realistic. United on the body on the bench. Whoever starting team Pep decide to come on, even if he put Stones up the center forward, that means Haaland upon the bench will come on. So anyway, put on as long as Pep put out a good starting team without Grealish, Partner. That to get them they get.
Partner,
No.
partner, what you just say don't make no sense because bench you're bringing in Grealish and bench. I don't even care about if you're bringing Grealish or not. But it's bench stuff that you're saying. We had a number of people on bench that we still in the mind should beat Southampton.
Yo, me just gonna say word
But
on the
that's
street is
it's
Munchie,
different.
I
Munchie,
will
And
under
the
the
Munchie
hold on,
comment to
hold
say
on,
when De Bruyne come
hold
on
on.
matching.
Munchie,
because
hold
we
on.
back
The word on the street
what
is
you
It's
think.
back Memphis.
Against Southampton, Aki came in on the 45th minute. KDB came in on the 45th minute. Akanji came in on the 45th minute. The brute hand came in on the 56th minute. And Rodri came in on the 63rd minute. And studies show that still lost the game 2-0.
Hey, let me point out there on the ball. Starboy Phil Foden was still on the left and he didn't manage to do anything. Nobody managed to do anything on the field.
Hey.
And that. But
Before you go, actually, Munchie's the only man that could think of something like even if Pep put Stones for strike. What is that? Anybody else would say that?
No, but the thing about Munchie, right? Munchie not the same man that say Pep don't make some.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, I know you answer.
If
Go ahead,
Man City lose, he can say Pep out.
yo, as long as Grealish here one, if Grealish start, they get a little two. You check? But once he start at 3 and up, definitely them get 3.
Yo, that man tell you that you're not sound as confident. I know you sound like you're trying to convince yourself.
Yeah, you sound like
I thought you were feeling Joe.
you don't
I
sound like
thought
regular
exactly
Munchie.
Joe.
Let me just straight out there that Grealish started the game when we whopped United. Just putting that out there.
So me put
Just putting that out
how you do this, put up 5. Me give a prediction. I say 3-1. But me say they now get less than 3.
But to Moy's point just now, the game we are one big, Grealish started.
Fucks.
Crickets. Okay.
You
All
don't have
right.
to come back to it. You don't. This all you know.
Osei is saying he's high on confidence. 2-0 United. All right, guys, we have about 7 minutes to touch on the North London Derby. I mean, we don't have no Tottenham representative here, so yo, guys, we run the place now. Literally,
We just can't see them.
because we first. So we basically run the. What you said?
You didn't give your prediction, sir.
For the United game, I going in with. I want to draw. Yeah, I'm going 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. Yes, 1-1. All right, guys. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Cello, Tottenham. Yeah, I'll leave that question for later. Tottenham. What do you say? What do you see happening? Talk to me.
When you
We
think
are
of
Tottenham, by the way.
when you think of Tottenham, what you think about?
We know it. We know it.
Look over Arsenal 2-0. Arsenal 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
I mean, can Tottenham coming off what? They wouldn't have Palace 4?
4.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, because then you come, Billy, then can sit back, Arsenal will kill them. And then don't see what Martinelli and Saka and so can do. And you now make me more happier. ML is back.
Yo,
ML is back. So,
boy.
Yeah.
Yo.
Derby game farms only matter when it come to Manchester. It matter when it come to London.
Yo, management. Yo, I mute this man, no man.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, Munji, but he's going to back his team, so I can't really go against it.
Mute the two of them.
By popular demand.
Gosh.
Hello, y'all. Don't mute me here. Do not mute me.
Yo, Joe, you like a heel line with Assad boy. Yeah, Joe. How you see? How you looking at this?
Yo, well, here we know. Me an honest person as it relates to that. I believe this is the best opportunity we've had in a long time to go to what is stadium name now? And
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Tottenham Hotspur say, look how them just so lame. Who the hell named them the state? They couldn't be more creative. Yo, anyway, as Messi boss, you must say, I feel this is our best chance for actually go there and actually get one result. Because typically over the years, no matter how good Arsenal play or how good Tottenham play, when they come our way yard, our way bang them, and when our way go for them the yard, then they bang our way, I get on draw. Always. Typically, both teams don't get results at each other's homes. However, what makes me kind of confident this time around is the fact that one of Tottenham's biggest things this season is that they start games very slow. And one of our biggest things this season is that we start games very fast. If them man start the game with them typical lull that they've been doing all season, once we're clinical, I feel within that first half, we should have a comfortable enough lead that we will win the game because of the fact that at the same time too, we also have the second best defensive record in the league.
Right.
Second defense behind Newcastle. So yeah, for me, may go with boom bam. But still go with something big though. May go with a 3-1 Arsenal.
I love it. I love it, bro. I mean, Joey made some excellent points there. Indeed, I really like your breakdown. Because and the way how I'm looking at it, I look at the games that we've played before that. Brighton came out a bit more at us, so we had to defend.
Yeah.
Newcastle sat back. So just like you said, in the early they start slowly, so they're gonna sit back.
Yeah.
We've had a game in recent time, so that we know what to do in that game. That would have prepared us for this game.
Yeah.
When they get their confidence now, when they come out to play, we have something to go back onto in recent times for us to say, okay, you know what, this is time we need to switch on and just weather this storm, and then maybe get to the half or something like that. And I think we can build on it, and I think we'll be able to build on that.
Yeah, but then that's the thing too. If they start slow, we start fast, and we do a typical Arsenal in terms of what we've been doing this season, that also forces them to come out.
Right.
Which in my opinion plays in our favor as well.
Because if you're giving like a man on form right now is Odegaard, you were comparing number 10, and he is a number 10 in form. If you give him that opportunity, that time and that space, like what he did with Martinelli versus Liverpool, to pick such a beautiful ball, he's going to pick it. He's going to make the right pass, maybe 80%, 90% of the times. So I'm full of confidence coming into this game. Notwithstanding, I know Harry Kane always scores.
Yep.
Harry Kane always scores, but I feel like we dominate our midfield dominate games. I don't think this game will be any different. We dominate this midfield. We get a hold of the ball. We match them physical, and like Cello said, we now have an extra weapon on the bench, whether it is to change the game or to keep the intensity where it is. We have somebody, we have Smith to bring on. So it's not a big drop off in terms of like maybe skill level, but intensity. Someone who knows the North London derby. Someone who's looking forward to it.
Yeah, not just that name as well. I think kind of made a case for himself in the second half of the game against Oxford as an come off the bench.
Fabio.
Vieira, yeah, because when you look at it, he was awful in the first half, in my honest opinion.
Right.
But at the same time, too, the whole team was awful in the first half. And it just shows that major drop-off between the first team and the bench. Because then once you brought on the likes of Xhaka and so on to play with him, he grew into the game and he get to assist.
Yeah, I like fair enough. So I'm going 2-0. I'm going 2-0. But it's gonna be an easy 2-0. When I say easy, in terms of I think we'll score early and we'll weather this storm, and it won't be, sometimes you have 2-0, you're like you have the 1-0 forever, and then you catch one late. I don't feel like it's gonna be that. So it's gonna be easy. We're up 2-0. We just gonna manage the game.
Mm-hmm.
Super smile. That means Super is disagreeing with us. Let's go, Super. Let me hear you.
That's a draw, Shaq.
That's a draw. I mean, that's going to be my question to the Arsenal fellas. Before I come to Munchie and Memphis. Fellas, would you take a draw? If you had to choose right now, would you take a draw?
Long as man not lose anything that come, but no, not lose no game.
Not lose. All right. Joe, you take a draw?
I take a draw, boy. Yeah, no, because ultimately, it's an away game, no, and the objective is not to lose. That's the objective.
Yeah.
Right.
At the same time, based on the current form of both teams and the season both teams are having, a draw, while I would take it, it would be very disappointing.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. You know, I would take a draw. I would take a draw because City has won championships when they haven't even beaten Tottenham.
Yeah, facts.
So to get a point there, I'm thinking at the end of the season, you could possibly look at it and say, you know what, that's 1 point game. That's how I'm looking at it. Munchie, what are you saying there, bro?
Because wait, the last season Tottenham banged them both times, isn't it?
Yeah. Banged on the first. That's when they banged on the first game of the season, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're muted. So unmute yourself, the boy.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
So yeah,
Couldn't. Sorry.
let me ask you a question based on the question you asked the Arsenal fan. If they would take a draw, I think the answer would be no if results don't go their way on Saturday. Results won't go their way on Saturday. You understand? So when Manchester City clap United, they'll be what, 2 points behind. You guys get that draw. That's the saying. That's 3 points. Then you have United away. The next, you have United.
No, man, United at home.
Well, home. Okay. Well, you have United the next game. So it can be a case where, boom, City clap Spurs. You guys lose to United because they're the only team who beat you guys this season.
Okay, stop there. You know, realize City alone a clap people. Everybody else a lose. City want to clap people. All right, go ahead, bro.
I can't realize no. You know when you doesn't expect a better from somebody.
Okay, it's a norm. But yeah, honestly, I see that game as a draw. Okay. And as you have shot, Kane always score. So it just there for I think after going the game like, hey, let's go for the win, but if we see we can't win it, let's not lose because it's an away game. I'm just saying. All
right. Go to Memphis and then we go to Mon.
I just have one question. Is Benton core fit yet?
Maybe check for them man in Memphis. But Stella usually
who's Benton cool again?
Stella usually Google things and so on find out for us. So Stella, you can Google that and find out for us. See if Benton core is good.
Benton core them man best midfielder.
That's what I'm saying. Like
because when you check it out, the danger man them man have 4 danger man basically. Benton core in terms of the midfielder and best midfielder, right? Hoiberg will put in a shift, but maybe people think he that great.
Benton cool, doubtful.
Cool. Everybody doubtful. Everybody out. I forgot the time Son been doubtful, and then man say Son have some crazy injury, and the Mourinho and then he start.
No. Hey, Joe, doubtful.
Always doubtful.
Listen. Doubtful to mean that you can't play Arnold. They don't say, they don't know if you can play yes or no. That's all. So
yeah, but no, but what me say is every time leading up to the London derby.
The same thing with Kolokeski, I was telling you.
Somebody always. Wait here. At the same how the last one. You remember the one? I remember no. Why and all the thing with Tottenham, right? Why as much as I expect I have bang them and I would take the draw. To be honest, being completely honest, I would not be surprised. If we were to lose, it wouldn't shock me. Because at the same time too, it's not just the fact of performances, for some reason, even when Arsenal fly high, when I go Tottenham yard, something just always going in their favor. For example, the last time we played them at their yard, we were the favorites to win the game. Then I end up with a ton of injuries in them. Ben White
No. The last time
all
I
of that.
played in their yard, holding their red card when Sam.
Yeah, no, but at the same game, exactly. Ben White me out. Can't remember the time the Ben White to play centre back. Ben White me out. Tommy Yasu me have to play left back because Tierney me injured. So I put Cedric for play right back. I have to bring in Rob Holding for Ben White. Then Rob Holding up the hug up Son and get red card. And just one thing after the other. And that game the two party me out. So El Neni play.
They gave them a penalty that wasn't a penalty.
Yeah, but listen, we can't about it. So at the same time, you know, what I say is at the same time, we've gone there flying higher than we are now and with better teams and not one. I just like you say, typically, I just one of them games where farm go out the window and I just whoever wins on the day, whoever wants it.
You get a passion too. So, you know, somebody could just have a rush of blood and which changes the game instantly.
Yeah.
You know? Memphis, you didn't give us your scoreline.
I honestly take a 1-1 draw.
All right, Moy.
But I honestly feel based on Spurs not having Bentancur in that they're gonna lose the midfield. But then again, I don't even know who fit part. You say Partey out. But
Partey out?
No. I never said Partey out. I was talking about the last time.
Okay. Everybody's doing just Jesus says out.
This man off the show.
Injured.
Yeah, Jesus Nelson. Well, we have most of our guys there.
Okay, well,
I'm Mudrik on the way.
Who? Anyways.
Yeah, because Arsenal put in a new big film today.
Yo, I hear
like I was
saying. Listen to me, right? Today, Marley said something in our other group, right? Shaq. Marley said, boy, imagine this man do all of that and come Arsenal come flop. Yo, that would probably be the biggest flop ever, no? Because of all what he do for help to push the transfer, no?
The one today was outrageous.
Today the man post a video, an Arsenal video with he. That he watch on YouTube with he. You check Fabrizio tweet and say Arsenal submit new bid. The man put on the Instagram status praying hands.
Yo.
But the thing is now, Shaq, some good news there now, man. Gabriel Jesus meant to be back before the time.
You see, they never really gave us a time now, so we can't even say before the time.
Okay,
before
the time, everybody they say for 3 months and this
for 3 months, fair enough.
But my thing is though, I don't want them to rush him back. It makes no sense to rush him back.
By the Everton gear
again.
The Everton gear.
Okay.
But just hope whatever he be, then I rush him back. Take your time.
When I look at it now, I mean, realistically, guys, this is before we get to Moy. Joe Ancello, when you heard about the injury, did you have a number of goals you thought that if Eddie scores X amount, we should be fine until Jesus comes back? Did you have a number in mind? Because I had between 6 and 8. I think if we got 6 and 8 between the time, I felt like we would still be in a good position.
Well, here we're not. For me personally, at the start of the season, I said that as the backup striker, if Eddie can get 15 goals or more in all competitions, I think he's done his job.
Right.
As the number 2.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, he's in the game since Jesus has been out. He's 4-4.
Yeah, you understand? He 4-4.
You don't know me, you know.
You
don't know. Fans before the season even start, me don't they see. If Arsenal backup striker need, as Joe said, need forget. Remember, when I play 4 clubs, me said that. And backup striker need forget to at least 15 goals in all competition. Remember, I was saying that, right? So me never had Eddie as from a backup striker. Me be honest, me never had as from a backup striker. Me they tell for myself, okay, I'll get Jesus. I'll go get somebody else that go give Jesus stiff competition for pushy. So you know here, if if you score 2 goals or 3 goals, the person that behind him, a man that will come in and score goal. So he always have to try to do his best to try to get goals. Me never have Eddie as the backup, but he do good, so just have to give him praise.
Sure.
Me want the always criticize it.
Something to you and Cello, right? Can hold him and think about him. If we fulfill the signing and Mudryk turns out to be even half the player he's hyped up to be, I believe this Mudryk signing is what will orchestrate Gabriel Martinelli, the striker.
Me say the same thing too.
I feel like Arthur sees him as his winger though.
I feel like this
me always say
if
Mudryk come in, striker. Eddie Nketiah go drop to the bench because Arsenal are our next striker. So you can push Martinelli through the center.
He's not going to drop.
Mudryk will come in as a bench player now. You can't drop Eddie. Eddie do his job.
Not dropping Eddie.
Me just talk about overall in the long run. Because when you listen to all these old players and so talk about Martinelli, everybody talk about Martinelli being a number 9.
No,
right.
You check a number 9 for the future. So I feel like Mudryk coming in, if he turns out to be half the player everybody hypes him up to be and we expect him to be, I believe that might be that thing that then orchestrates Martinelli now convert fully to that number 9.
Go ahead, Monchi.
I need 1 minute of silence for Suko's faith in Chelsea.
I was saying this stage when he turned back on the camera now.
Monchi, see you? But just gonna say, make Sugar please don't share them.
I can't believe Sugar go take out the shirt though. I cannot believe it.
Silence.
Super unmute.
Yeah, well, Shaq, it close to bedtime, so I just want to change my clothes. I go and sleep just now.
I cannot believe Sukwa just did that.
Shaq, before I go, right, something more I say to Sukwa before I go.
Okay, hold on there. Let's get more prediction in because I've been saying more and more for the longest while. More, how you see the game going?
4-2 Tottenham.
What?
4-2 Tottenham.
Guys, just look up to the top right. You see that big smile on his face? That he wasn't smiling when he was talking about Manchester City versus Man U and giving his prediction.
Match. As I tell you, it's about practice match.
All right. Fellas, let me just say, on Saturday morning, after the game, if we are available, we'll come online. Because me know my arm, I see some man pop up. Just saying. Quickly, Cello, quickly.
So what? But they watch something today, right? And
Wait, no. So you can't go Moy, yeah, the real prediction.
No, yeah, Moy prediction.
Listen, right now, be very superstitious with Moy, right? Because Moy can't result the other day against Wolves. Wolves are not Forest. So please change that result there.
It's 2 Arsenal winning 2-1.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Moy. The man has spoken. Yo, everybody has to call live score for the Wolves against Nottingham Forest game. Out of the blue, Moy jump up and say, the game will go to penalty and Nottingham Forest go win. And that's exactly what happened. Jackson, right now, Moy like a sauce.
But no, reverse psychology, so that 2-1.
Yo, stop it, Jax.
So his results for City 2, that was reverse psychology as well. Go ahead, fella. Go ahead. You got to finish.
Yeah, so come there. They watch something today, right? And me hear Murphy say, right? Them cry down Aubameyang, right? And say Aubameyang score no goal. You understand? And earlier, me hear Joe make a statement and say about Chelsea lack of service or lack of creativity. The man said, knowing Aubameyang over the years he's scoring goals. You understand? But they Chelsea, he now get the proper service for scoring on goal. Because then me not tell what the man said. Because the Chelsea don't have much creative player got go pass the ball to Aubameyang. Most of the time you have to try running in a space to try get the ball and team now get them sometimes. The man say, put Aubameyang in a City team. You understand? He will score goals. Any team that you go that create ball if he score.
So let me
Score goal. So what do you
add,
think?
add
I
that.
want to hear what you think.
Cello. Aubameyang was scoring goals for Barca, right?
Yeah.
During the time. Aubameyang just all of a sudden can't just be a bad player overnight.
So what you think of the problem? One Aubameyang
Chelsea
not
just
score
don't have Chelsea just hasn't been good. We don't have the creators behind him. He
Okay,
just
that's
doesn't go. He doesn't just go. He doesn't just disappear over like a month or so not scoring goals. Or
Look.
to be honest, he doesn't have the service.
I bet we ain't gonna score goals till he dies.
Arsenal tattoo, and because of that tattoo, they then not ever strive once them play for any team in the English Premier League other than Arsenal. He should have never left Barca.
He should never left Barca and come to Chelsea.
He said he want to go back to Barca now. The only team he can play for right now are Barca and Chelsea.
Yeah.
I hear what? Barca so cool, right? Barca so cool. They might get off Aubameyang for now for free. Yeah, check. Let's sell Aubameyang. And the man make Chelsea yo, they take you back. I take you off air books.
But only for free.
Only for free.
Yeah, only for free. No money can't invest.
Look, my ice.
Yeah, but Shaq, honestly, he's not a bad player. He doesn't become a bad player overnight. It's just that they haven't had the creative spark. When you have guys like Reece James and Chilwell bombing crosses, I'm sure if that team had those players in, I'm sure he would have got more chances for him to score. I'm just telling you that from what I see.
I mean, I believe you. I mean, based on the fact that he was scoring goals at Barcelona because
under y'all.
Towards his end his time at Arsenal, me see the man miss from 2 years or so on that.
Well, I mean, okay, but
I just tell you, Barca, I will be clear. The man can score a couple goals well.
All right, so hey, all right, fellas. So that's that. Thank you to everyone who joined. Moy, Joe, Munchie up there. Sukla, you okay, me boy? Sukla, it's guys. Keep Sukla in prayer. The man's going through it right now. All right, the man's going through it right now. Big up Memphis. We haven't seen Memphis for a while, so big up Memphis. So that's that. That's that, guys, and make sure I know. May come for all my money. All my money may come, right? And give me all my money.
Thank you for watching Island Fans. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know when there are new videos and updates. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and like us on Facebook. Island Fans, for the passion of the game.